The way I usually approach my art making is starting with the space as sort of a raw material and being sort of given the space from 1300 and all the kind of openness and kind of how spectacular it is. I didn't want to interfere with that. I wanted to feature that, but also force a kind of intimacy. So by having this kind of a tapestry ceiling, this kind of open tapestry ceiling, but still kind of lighted, have these penetrations of the chandeliers that kind of take you up, is a way to kind of pay tribute to this extraordinary space. And just for me, it was, because it's sort of feels very magical to me, I wanted to have a kind of story-like space, so one that you would enter and speculate. So maybe this open window is an invitation for the birds of Venice, and maybe having these performers that are people that sound like birds, this kind of story that unravels, this kind of story that has a loose end, I guess. So I just really wanted to approach the whole exhibition like that, and especially because it kind of feels like a corridor. So maybe there's this kind of passing through is the opportunity to kind of speculate, because you have this sort of catwalk, which is also a nice kind of architectural detail, I think. You know, using the space and the sort of raw material, also like in terms of Venice, these performers who sing like birds is also sort of raw material of the region, and this is something they live in Sacile, which is not very far from here. So to kind of bring that sort of some tradition that might be from 1300 into a building that is from 1300, and to have those kind of layers of stories, and but still have kind of loose ends. I think what's interesting to me is that you can make a world in a very small gesture, and you can make a world in a very huge gesture. So, I mean, for me, I think that's kind of the interesting curatorial statement, is that a world can be as small as your fingertip, and can be as endless as the lagoon too. So I like that kind of possibility, I guess.